Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody is having a great Wednesday. Well, we finally made it to the middle of the week. Yay! Oh my goodness, what a week. So today we are going to be working on, I call it Chickens in the Barnyard. I don't know that it had a name or it didn't have a name, but yeah. And we're working up here. I had to look and see. In the feathers, I guess it's a rooster. I don't know if it's a rooster or a hen. I don't know anything about chickens exactly. I just know what I like to look at. I just think the colors are beautiful in this. And it's a 40 by 50. So we're just working down here on some of this dark color. It is 3771. There's 22 colors in this. I have to see what I'm doing. Oh, I am so glad it is Wednesday. Not that it's that exciting. I mean, we do have the order that comes in, so we'll see how big that is. So hopefully it won't be too big because we don't have a holiday. Dang, I missed the whole thing. A holiday weekend, which would suck. So hopefully we can get it all put away and get out of there. Last night just drug on forever. It was busy, and it was busy until like 7:30 last night. It was 7:30, almost 8 o'clock. People were still coming down the hill. Coming from Denver area or Colorado Springs, because you can go to both those places from that road. They kind of all connect there. Oh, jeez. And then I finally got home. Couldn't sleep. So about 4 o'clock this morning, I got up. I was up for maybe an hour, possibly an hour and a half. I don't know. I lost track. And, yeah. Then I laid back down and didn't get up till about 9. And it didn't do me any good. I should have just stayed up permanently, because it only made me more tired. Oh yeah, it was great. Oops, I just went down that hole. Did you see that? I'm going to try to get you closer here. There we go. Maybe you can see what is going on. Where am I? Okay. We'll start from this side because it didn't work coming the other way. And this is just the background. I don't know. I think it's part of his feathers, actually, because there doesn't seem to be anything darker right there. So I thought we'd just keep working on that color. If I get that black in there, you can barely tell that color's green that's up there that I need to do. It's not right now. It's not too confetti. Now, as you can see, that dark color goes through it. I can't quite tell. See, it looks really light there. I mean, like on the edge. But maybe the picture is more cut off than I think it is. I have no idea. We will find out when we get there. So yeah, yesterday was just one thing after another, and first the computer wouldn't work, you know, like the register. Then the, what do you call it? Like the lottery machine, it wouldn't print out. And then when it did, it wouldn't print it all out. It was like, oh my God, what now? Yeah, I had to call the boss a couple times. Finally got that all straightened out. So, yeah, just special. I think Friday night my daughter and I are going to go trying. It keeps coming right at me. Hey, get down. Get down. It's like every time I make a video, she gets on the back of the couch. And then she has to bark. It's special. She doesn't need to bark all the time. Irritating. Now last night I worked a little bit on the, that pink landscape, we'll call it. Just a little bit. I just needed something. I think that was like 4:30 this morning. I went through one strand of color. That was about all I did. I should have done that before I went to bed, but I thought I was too tired and I'd mess it all up. Yeah, right. Sometimes when you have a thing you do all the time, you should just do it. Missed one X there. What are you doing? She is being so weird. Guess maybe she's just bored too. Out of her mind. Keep pulling it forward. I had no idea what I was going to do this morning. I just sat there and thought about it. I could have started another one, but I really didn't feel like it today. So I just wanted something that was already established, and that's why we're at the chickens. So we'll see if anything else comes in this weekend when I'm off. Should be a few things coming, but never can tell. And the flies were horrible yesterday. They kept coming in the store and being in my face, and I'm ready for it to get chillier so they can go hibernate or whatever the heck they do in the winter. I don't think they hibernate. I don't think that's the word. There's a word for flies and what they do in the winter. I mean, I realize bears hibernate, but what do flies do? What is that word? Not a clue. And why does that have two? That's bizarre. Give me that. I'm using 3 strands on this since it's 11 count. So far it's going just fine. I mean, it doesn't feel bulky or hard to put the needle through. Sometimes I'll change to 2 just because of that. Yeah, no. Just making sure I'm not going crazy. Oh, come on. Jeez. Got stuck on the bottom. That's what happens when you use a really big piece of thread. I have to get it all up on top. And I can use the sewing method on this, so it works quite easily. And this canvas isn't real thick. It's, you know, good and pliable and easy to hold in your hand. It doesn't have any serging around the edge, but it's not real rough because it's not real thick. So we'll see how it goes. I may have to put some tape or something there later on. I have no idea, but it's breaking down quite nicely so that you can hang on to it and not cut your hand up. I've had some canvases, they're so horrible that I just can't work on them unless I put some kind of tape. Now, I was listening to Kimberly Jolly, I think that's her name, from Fat Quarter Shop, and she said to use painter's tape. So next time I will use painter's tape because it usually comes right off. So, you know. I have never tried painter's tape. I always used to have masking tape. That was the norm back in the day because it would take me forever to stitch something. But, of course, it yellows and it gets hard. But on this, you really wouldn't have to worry about it because you've got like 2 inches over here and maybe 2.5 inches on this side. So if you put your masking tape or painter's tape down, but the sides, because one end is serged, and on the bottom it's not serged, but you could put the tape there. It wouldn't matter because once you wash this, you're going to cut it down a little bit to frame it, or however you're going to, finish it or whatever. So that wouldn't be a loss. And I do like that painter's tape better than masking tape because it doesn't harden. I mean, I haven't had it harden. It just seems like it has a little more elasticity to it, if you will. So I would definitely do that. I don't think that I would put painter's tape or masking tape on a counted cross stitch, though. Just for, I don't know. It just feels wrong. Because the material is not that stiff like this is. I don't know. It just wouldn't work for me. But anyway, we're going to go play bingo on Friday night, I think. As far as I know, my daughter's got to work till 3:30 or something like that. I'm off. And we couldn't afford to go to lunch. I'm telling you, it's just driving us both nuts. So, I'm ready to get to the middle of the month. To make sure that color was the same color. It looked way lighter over here, but there is no light color. So I hope this turns out. I really do. It's such a pretty picture. And it's not that big. I'd say it was probably 18 by 24. The picture itself isn't that big. Molly! God, not today. It is Molly. And here's somebody's dog barking. About 11 3/4, the actual picture. Bye. So let's call it 12. Like 12 by 16, almost 16. Yeah, you'd need a, what do you call that? Custom frame for it. Let's see, 12 by 16. I don't know. I can't figure that out in my head right now. Sorry. I don't know if a 16 by 20. What did I just say? 12 by... No, that's too big. See what I mean? I'm going there. Cannot. Brain is not mechanical today, or mathematical would be the word, not mechanical. That too. I'm just getting by and get through this day and then relax tomorrow. Because it's been busy all week. Just been busy all week. I know, it's up here again. Sure, it's a pretty color. It's like a dark, like a black brown. I always did like 3771. Oh, would you stop? I'm about to run out of thread. Again. Come on. This doesn't look to be too heavily confettied either. I mean, there's some, of course, a few pieces and parts. But we'll have to wait and see. I mean, at least they're strung out a little bit more. I've had others that are just definitely not good. It's like, well, what was that one? Oh, it's the dragon. My God, it just keeps changing. So with that one, I'm just better off doing one color at a time. You learn after you've done it. Not done it, but worked on the piece a little bit. You know, you can kind of figure out what's easiest to stitch first, shall we say. Getting a lot of older people, like I said, you know, come after all the kids get in school, which is kind of nice. Oh, we still have families, few that have kids with them. So. Come on. I love it when I come halfway up the other square. That's always special. This thread seems to be laying down really nice. It's not all thin or anything like that. It's very nice. Makes this nice, consistent X's, which is good. So like I said, short of the picture being bad, there's nothing wrong with these kits. Now, if they could just get their act together and make the pictures a little bit better, they might have something. I will keep stitching on them just because I like what the pictures look like. But the thread seems to be fine. The canvas is fine. The symbols on the canvas are great. Did I say I got this one from yesfinal.com? So I'm talking consistently across the board about all these little companies. You know, they seem to all have the same kind of inexpensive kits. And but the quality of the materials is just fine, you know. But those pictures, if I could just get a hold of it. Yeah, they need to improve the quality of that and get the appropriate needle with the appropriate kit. You need to have smaller needles for the 14 counts. Lovecraft Forever brought that up the other day. And I totally agree. Why make it harder for somebody that's new at this than it has to be? But see, I never even noticed because I usually order 11 count, you know, canvases. So I wasn't paying attention that the needles were bigger, even on the 14 count. So they just need to be smaller. But other than that, I can't see a thing wrong with any of them. Now granted, this should have had a lot more colors in it, but we'll see how it stitches up. Sure are a lot of these little blue squares here. And they're starting to go in between and get into a part that's a little bit more confetti than the rest of it. I got spoiled back there because that was one whole full shot. Drink a coffee again. Do you like my coffee? Though I've been drinking water at work. It's been in the mid to high 80s this past week. And oh, holy cow. I just feel like I'm just drying up. So I drink water while I'm at work and doing physical things. Trying to cut back on the coffee just a bit. Come on. Okay, now what are we going to do here? I guess I've got to go this way. Alright guys, well I think that's going to be it today. Kind of a short one today, but maybe we'll have a longer one tomorrow. Maybe we can actually get outside. Who knows? We'll see. Oh, crap. It's just not going to go. Get in there, needle. Alright, well, we got that much done. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and please hit the bell. And that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy. We will see you tomorrow. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.